Good afternoon and welcome to Game 2 of today's doubleheader between the visiting Harding Bisons and the Ouachita Tigers, live here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Chase Hartzell, and it has turned into a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon on Easter weekend here in Arkadelphia, Ouachita. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. Right now, the Tigers looking to build on a Game 1 victory in today's doubleheader against Harding. Final score in that one still up on the scoreboard right now, 7-3. A lot of milestones in that game, including two Tigers joining the top 5 list for all-time career home runs. You see it right there. We mentioned G. Allen on the broadcast, but Jackson Chaney with his 8th home run of the year, also now up to 20 on his career. So two very impressive performances from those young men. Both now have their names etched into the history books right alongside Rudy Jovanovski. And with one more home run today, they could find themselves in the company of Will Gowdy in 4th place. Starting out today on the mound for the Tigers is Teddy Webb, and he's been excellent this year. An ERA just north of 3. This will be his 10th start of the season. He's thrown 44 2/3 innings of work, and he struck out 33 batters. We'll see what he can do here today on the mound, following up on a strong performance by Luke House. Cody Smith, like in games 1 and 2, leading off here. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Luke House with the complete game, allowing just 3 runs in the second inning. That was all in terms of scoring for the Bisons, as he threw 7 consecutive shutout innings after that to record a quality start. This one, a dribbler down to third, throw over to first is not in time. And Game 3 is going to start out with an infield single for the senior center fielder.
First baseman Seth Johnson.
So following the infield base hit, that's going to bring up Seth Johnson. Harding trying to erase a 9-game skid against the Tigers. Ouachita having already claimed the series with the win in Game 1 of today's doubleheader, and looking to sweep the Bisons for the second consecutive year. The 0-1 from Webb, that one misses outside for a ball. That's not to say the Tigers have dominated this weekend. Both of these games before this, Tigers had to come from behind, rally in the middle to late innings to take the lead and eventually hold on. Meanwhile, Smith is going to scurry up to second base as that breaking ball got away from Quinones, and now for Johnson, a big RBI opportunity. Harding has yet to draw first blood in this series. The 2-1 pitch is chopped foul over to the right side. It was overcast to start out the afternoon, but you can see sparse clouds in the sky, a few maybe over this horizon there in left field. But a vibrant blue hanging over Arkadelphia today for a perfect afternoon of spring baseball. Meanwhile, Johnson locked up for strike 3. Teddy Webb has his first punch out of the afternoon, 34th of the year. And now Colton Doyle due up at the plate for the Bisons. First pitch is fouled back out of play. Doyle, an uncharacteristic Game 1 for him. He went 0 for 3. He did work his way on base with a walk, and that's going to bring down his average a little bit, but still An unbelievable 389 mark up to this point in the season as this one's popped out of play. Only 2 players today have a batting average at 385 or better for either of these 2 teams, that being Doyle and G. Allen. The 0-2 pitch misses outside for a ball. For Ouachita right now, trying to move up in the standings with a series win already, and perhaps looking to make an even bigger statement with a series sweep. But Allen almost making a diving grab. Throw into second is not in time. Heads up base running there from Doyle as he scampers up with a one-out double. And now a key RBI situation for Sebastian Martinez. Martinez has struggled a bit at the plate with runners in scoring position in this series, but he can really turn the tide here as this one is sent out to left field. Allen retreating back. He's going to make the play shy of the warning track, but runner is going to tag. And Cody Smith crosses the plate as our first run here in Game 3. It's 1-0 Bisons. So with 2 down in the inning, that's going to bring up Logan Lacey. Looking at his stats from the first game, he went 1 for 4, but he's shown some stellar defense to go along with that. The 1-0 misses outside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch is fouled back out of play. And now it is 2-1. The next pitch also fouled off to the right side, and now Webb 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Home crowd trying to rally him on here as he looks to strand that runner at second base. The 2-2 pitch just misses the inside corner for ball 3. Lacey was hugging the plate that time, as he usually does. The 3-2. That one's sent out to right field. Gore's going after it, and he's going to make the play for out number 3. But the Bisons do strike for 1 run on 2 hits and no errors in the inning. We're heading to the bottom of the first. Your score, 1-0. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
If you or a loved one gets hurt in an accident,
You need true care and concern,
you can hand us everything, the bills, the paperwork, and anything else you need help with.
so you can focus on recovering from your injury.
That's why people turn to the Taylor King Law Firm.
You need an attorney with integrity and experience in dealing with the complex details.
We do everything we can to relieve the stress and take care of your family.
If you're injured in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
We'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Nicole Auerbach from The Athletic.
Hey, this is Alex Pruitt with Sports Illustrated Magazine.
This is Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washita Sports Digital Network.
Bottom of the first inning about to get underway here at Rab Rodgers Field as you get to take a look at the Tigers starting lineup. Dustin Bermudez leading it off, and then G. Allen with the milestone home run in Game 1. He's batting second. Mikey Quinones batting third. Isaac Nowell got the Tigers on the scoreboard first for the second time in the series in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. He's going to be batting fourth. Wyatt Core batting fifth. Another milestone home run hitter, Jackson Chaney, batting sixth. He also had his 20th in Game 1. While Judd Arrington's batting seventh. Colton Schrader batting eighth for the Tigers, and rounding out the lineup, it'll be the guy who sent in the go-ahead run. That's Logan Bell. But set to lead us off here in the bottom of the first, it'll be Dustin Bermudez. He'll be the first man to greet the starter for Harding. That's Will Roguski, and he's going to take strike one. Roguski has some of the best numbers we've seen from a Harding pitcher this weekend. His 10th start of the year. He's 3-2. He has an ERA south of 3 at 2.98. 45 and a third innings under his belt, and he struck out 36 compared to just 22 walks. But Dustin Bermudez is going to be on here to lead off the inning for the Tigers. Takes the long turn at first, but retreats back with a leadoff single. And now, that'll bring up one of the men of the afternoon for the Tigers. That's G. Allen. Allen, what an impressive season it has been for him. .397 batting average. He's homered 7 times, driving in 34 runs. And he's going to take this one for a ball. Meanwhile, Dustin Bermudez scurrying. And he's going to be there in time. It was a great reaction from Martinez. But now there's a runner in scoring position with one of the Tigers' most dangerous batters at the plate. The 1-0 to Bermudez, or excuse me, to Allen, is outside for ball 2. Bermudez is taking his lead, though, off of second base right now, representing the tying run for the Tigers. The 2-0, that one misses for ball 3. Roguski trying to be careful here against the slugging left fielder for Washita. Mikey Quinones, though, doesn't provide much relief. This time Roguski's going to get one over on the outside corner, a good fastball, and it's 3-1 to Allen. The 3-1 pitch fouled into the backstop. Good showdown, but something's got to give with a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. That one runs high for ball 4. So G. Allen will work his team-leading 21st walk of the campaign. And that'll bring up the catcher, Mikey Quinones. First pitch. Runs in on his hands, but that's going to get down in fair territory. Bermudez has the green light. Quinones is going to head for second as it landed in no man's land. And that's going to be an equalizing double as Washita knots this game back up at 1. Looked like it jammed him a bit there, but he put it in the perfect spot. And isn't this a familiar sight? Isaac Nowell has a chance to drive in the go-ahead run in the bottom of the first inning. If he does this, it'll be the third time he's accomplished this feat this weekend. And Quinones set him up in a great spot. Here's the first pitch. That one catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The 0-1 to now. Sent right back up the middle, and that one is going to get down for extra bases. Now taking the turn, heading for two. A great relay in keeps Quinones at third. But for the third time this weekend, Isaac now puts the Tigers on top in the first inning. It's 2-1. What a series it has been for the sophomore out of Little Rock, Arkansas, but now all the eyes in the stadium turning to a sophomore out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. That's Wyatt Core. He's got a chance to add on here. First pitch of the at-bat runs into the opposing batter's box for ball one. Four Tigers have come to the plate. All four have reached safely, and two of them already home. The 1-0 gets around on that one pretty well, sends it out to center field. Play is made, but both runners tagging. Here's the throw in. It's not in time as Mikey Quinones crosses home plate, and that'll be a sac fly for Wyatt Core. A productive out number one here for Ouachita in the bottom of the first, and the Tigers will lead it 3-1. But the line keeps moving here as Jackson Cheney steps up to the plate. He, along with G. Allen, currently tied for number 5 on the all-time home run list for Ouachita. Rudy Jovanovski also on that list. He was on the part of the Ouachita team that ended up going all the way to the national championship game for Division II that season back in 2008. Ouachita last year reaching the NCAA tournament for the first time since that run, as this one is fouled back out of play. Tigers, one of 3 representatives out of the Great American Conference a year ago, along with fellow Arkadelphia team Henderson State, and right now the infield closing in. The 1-2 misses outside for ball 2. The 2-2 now to Cheney. Runs high for ball 3. And the Tiger first baseman doing a great job of protecting the plate, while at the same time being selective. The payoff pitch runs outside for ball 4. So Roguski surrenders his second walk of the inning. And now there are runners at the corners with one away for Judd Arrington. And Dr. Patrick McGahey going to go out and have a word with his starter. You can tell that Roguski is visibly frustrated right now by how this outing has started. As someone who has allowed just 15 earned runs through 45 and a third coming into this contest, this start has been an irregularity. But now Judd Arrington stepping up to the plate with a chance to add on some insurance, or at the very least keep the line moving for Ouachita. He's another player who isn't afraid to grind out an at-bat at the plate. Here's the first pitch. That one right there for strike 1. For Arrington, looking at his numbers, his on-base percentage and an even .500 coming into this one. He's looking to become just the 3rd player in program history to achieve that feat over the course of a season. He has been known throughout his career for his plate discipline. Last year, one of the toughest outs in the Great American Conference. Here's the 1-1. That one's in the dirt for a ball. And now it's 2-1 to the Tigers' second baseman. Arrington also part of 2 tandems of high school teammates here at Ouachita, as this one is foul tipped for strike 2. Arrington and Colton Schrader, who waits on deck, both played for the Dallas Mustangs, and then G. Allen and Isaac Nowell both attended Little Rock Christian Academy together. The 2-2 to Arrington. That time, Cheney faking a stolen base attempt. He retreats back to first. That's not unheard of, though, because he has stolen two bases in just 3 attempts this year. We'll see if he's in motion again. The 2-2 pitch. That one will lock him up for strike 3. Roguski couldn't have located it much better than that. He locks up the talented batter on the outside corner. And now he is 1 out away from getting out of the jam without any further damage done. Standing in his way, though, will be Colton Schrader. Schrader drove in the game-tying run in Game 1 of today's doubleheader, a single to the left side. Part of a big rally for the Tigers, a 4-run inning. As this one is swung on in, missed for strike 2, and now Roguski 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. You can see Cheney taking his lead over there at first. Here's the 0-2. That one well outside for a ball. That one is in the dirt for ball 2. And again, Schrader, another one of those batters who is not afraid to grind out an at-bat at the plate. The 2-2 to the third baseman, misses outside for ball 3. And you know that Logan Bell would love an opportunity at the plate with the bases loaded and 2 away in the inning. We'll see if Schrader can keep the line moving. The payoff pitch, runner in motion, that one misses high for ball 4. It's the 3rd walk that Roguski has surrendered in this inning. And with this, Ouachita will officially bat around in the inning as the 9-hole hitter Logan Bell steps up to the plate. Bell with the go-ahead single in Game 1. As he takes this one at the bottom of the zone for a strike. That one wasn't too fancy, just textbook hitting, sent one back up the middle to give the Tigers the lead. Now the 0-1. That one is swung on in, missed for strike 2. Roguski looking to leave him loaded. The 0-2 skips to home plate, and Martinez was looking around for it. Fortunately, it bounced right in front of him. Roguski once again looking to retire the side. The 1-2 pitch. That one jammed him a bit, and it's going to hook foul. Crowd anxiously anticipating the 1-2 once again. Here it is. That one right there for strike 3. You can't locate the looping breaking ball much better than that as it locked up Logan Bell on the inside corner. So Ouachita does strand the bases loaded, but they strike for 3 runs to take the lead here in inning number 1. We'll be back with the second inning of play after this timeout.
Our town, a place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch. A place to sit back and watch the world go by. A place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Just about ready to get underway here, but just a few moments ago for that last commercial, you heard the voice of Kendall Givens, one of our members here at the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, who also plays as a running back for the Tiger football team. Student Athlete Day was earlier this week, and we want to give a special shout out to all of these student athletes, both at Ouachita and Harding, who put in the hard work both on the field and in the classroom. The 1-0, that one catches the outside corner for a strike. Teddy Webb facing off against Colin Helms here, who is catching in this one. The 2-1, that one is foul tipped. We're going to take another look here at the contact as you could hear it on the mic. We'll see who it bounced off of. Looked like it caught a little bit of Quinones' foot and perhaps even a bit of the umpire's right leg. Both seem to be okay, though. The 2-2 hit right back up the middle. Textbook single for the Bison's catcher. And with nobody out, that's going to bring up the next batter in the line. That is left fielder Sawyer Price. Price had a great game yesterday in Game 1. Between these two squads, the highest scoring of the series thus far at a 9-8 final score. In that contest, Price went 2 for 4 with a walk, and he also homered. Currently finds himself down 0-2 in the count. That home run part of back-to-back jacks for Harding. In the top of the 5th inning yesterday, that put the Bisons down by just 1, and they eventually took the lead. However, the Tigers did come back and prove victorious in that one. Similar story to Game 2, where the Tigers again found themselves down early but bounced back to pick up the victory, and with it, the series win. The 1-2 runs high and outside for ball 2. Got a score update out of Russellville, Arkansas, courtesy of our advisor, Chris Babb. 5-3 in favor of the Mule Riders heading into the 8th inning of play. Meanwhile, it's another base hit right back up the middle. This one off the bat of Price. And all of a sudden, the tying run is on base, and another runner waiting at third. Due up at the plate, it'll be the 8-hole hitter, Drew McNeil. Taking another look, Webb did his best to get his web of the glove up there to try and make the play, but it just clipped off the top of his glove, and it ended up going into center field. Meanwhile, McNeil going to take strike one here. Ouachita trying to lock up a sweep of Harding in a GAC series for the second straight year. As this one is swung on and missed for strike two. Overall, Ouachita and Harding have met 9 times in the last 2 seasons, this matchup being number 10. Ouachita has taken all 9 of the previous meetings. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one sent out to left field. Allen's racing back. He's going to make the play. Runner will try and tag. Here's the throw in to the plate. It's a good one. Meanwhile, it's allowed to cross home plate. And with what should be ruled an error, runner's going to move up to second base. Looks like there was just some miscommunication there between Teddy Webb and Mikey Quinones. Webb believes that the runner was in his way, and you get a better look at it right there as he tried to get to the baseball. Oh, 1 count here to Newsom. Make that 0-2 with 1 away here in the top of the second. Harding now down by just 1. And you get another look here. Definitely looked like he happened to be in the way, and Webb was trying to bring that to the attention of the umpire, but it's going to count as a run for Harding. And now he's going to try and make the best of the situation, strand that runner on second base, and keep this lead intact as his team hopes to head to the plate and add on. The 1-2. That one's fouled out of play. And the visiting dugout liking the battle here from Newsom. Coming into this plate appearance, Newsom with a .294 batting average. He's homered twice, and he's also driven in 19 runs. Thought about going after that one, but he held up in time for ball 2. Tigers trying to lock up the series sweep against Harding before hosting Oklahoma Baptist next weekend. You can catch all those games right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, including special coverage on Saturday for Jackie Robinson Day. That'll be one of the final 2 regular season series that will be right here, Rab Rodgers Field, and that you can catch on OSDN. Following this 3-game set, the other being Battle of the Ravine against Henderson on April 29th and 30th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 3. And those games will actually be on the 28th and the 29th against Henderson State. But again, you can catch those games right here on OSDN. The payoff pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. A big strikeout number 2 here for the Tigers southpaw. And with that, the lineup card will turn over, and due up at the plate is the center fielder, Cody Smith. This one fouled off to the right side. This game, just 7 innings compared to the 9 we played earlier today, as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Taking another look at that swing, had him fooled on that one. Webb has a good breaking ball. The 0-2 misses outside for ball one. Webb already with a complete game under his belt this season. That was a shutout against UAM that clinched the series. Here's the 1-2. That one is fouled back out of play. The 1-2 pitch runs in and jams the batter. But again, it's still 1-2 to Smith. Keeping an eye on the runner at second, the 1-2 pitch. Thought about going after it. Quinones likes the location, but he couldn't get Smith to bite. It's 2-2. There you can see Harding's jersey. It's going with the grays today with the classic script font. Ouachita going with their cream-colored jerseys with the block O, as this one is squared up very well and right into the bullpen out there. And again, Smith not wanting to go down without a fight. Same from Webb, the 2-2. That one's fouled out of play. And at the very least, by the end of this at-bat, Smith will have run up the pitch count of Webb. Here's the 2-2. Runs high for ball three. This has been a series where every out has been earned on the mound. These are two teams that hit the baseball very well, as evidenced by yesterday's game as well as the game earlier today. This one hit out to second. This should end the inning. Arrington over to Cheney for out number 3. And the Bisons do cut the Tigers' lead in half, but Ouachita still up by 1. We're heading to the bottom of the second. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Welcome back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. We want to thank all of the Harding, Ouachita, and baseball fans for tuning into this student-led broadcast. The Rogers Department of Communications all weekend long. Thank you for supporting the Tigers and supporting our program here at OBU. Right now, Tigers holding on to the lead, 3-2 the score. Ouachita batted around in the first inning, plating 3 runs before leaving the bases loaded. And with that, Dustin Bermudez is going to step up to the plate. Bermudez already 1 for 1 on the day with a single. He later came around to score. That one runs high for a ball. Bermudez has made his presence felt at the plate and on the mound in this one. He recorded the save in Game 1 after throwing 3 innings of work. He's also homered and driven in the game-tying run in Game 1 as well. This one sent out to the gap. Left fielder's going back at the warning track at the wall. Touch 'em all, Tiger. That's a home run. Home run number 2 of the series for number 2, Dustin Bermudez. His 4th overall on the season. And 2's just the magic number right now as Ouachita has extended its lead back out to 2. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. That one is swung on and missed for a strike. Looping breaking ball that can't be located much better than that. It's now 0-2 to Allen, owner of 1 of 5. Yes, you heard that right. 5 home runs for the Tigers this weekend. He's going to be heading back to the dugout here, though, as a strikeout victim. And that's out number 1. Speaking of home run hitters, here's another man who's crossed all 4 bases this weekend. That is Mikey Quinones. He hit a 3-run home run that gave the Tigers the lead in Game 1 yesterday. He's going to take a looping breaking ball here for ball 1. This one slapped out to right field, and that one's going to get down for extra bases. Quinones taking the turn, heading for 2. And he's going to be in there with a stand-up 1-out double. So the line just keeps on moving here for the Tigers as Ising now steps up to the plate. Another chance to drive in a run this weekend. This pitch sent out to right field. He's retreating back. He's going to make the play for round number 2. Here's the throw in. But Quinones slides into third base safely and took a bit of an awkward hop on the shortstop Newsom there trying to corral it. An important out number 2 there for the starter on the mound, Roguski. But he's not out of the woods yet as Wyatt Core steps up to the plate with a runner just 90 feet away. That one swung on and missed for a strike. The 0-1 pitch down in the dirt for a ball. Core thought about going after that one, but thinks better of it. It's now 2-1. The next pitch, that one, catches the outside corner for strike 2. So now Roguski just 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. The 2-2 sent to the right side. Great play over there, and it's over to first in time. So the 2 teams are going to trade runs here in the second inning of play. Dustin Bermudez coming through in the bottom half with a solo home run. That takes us to the 3rd inning of play in this 7-inning affair. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer. Caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. For Ouachita on this one, the bats have been alive early, 4 runs across, and one of those just moments ago, courtesy of the solo home run by Dustin Bermudez, his second round tripper of the weekend. And because of that, Ouachita's lead is back out to 2. But right now, Harding looking to get that run back as the first baseman, Seth Johnson, is due up at the plate. Here's the first pitch, that one. Hit foul over to the right side. The next pitch, right there for strike 2. The next one, right there for strike 3. And Seth Johnson is set down via the punch-out once again. Tigers have had his number this weekend. Although it's hard to do anything with pitches in this location, you can't locate the outside fastball much better than that. And with one down, that's going to bring up one of the top bats in the Great American Conference, Colton Doyle. He foul tips this one into the catcher's mitt for strike 1. The next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. Webb trying to make quick work of Doyle, the 0-2. Just misses for ball 1. So there goes your bid for the immaculate inning, but still 5 straight strikes to open up the inning. Quite an effort from the left-hander, the 1-2. Doyle thought about going after that one, but thinks better of it. It's 2-2. The next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Make that 4 punch-outs on the ball game now for the Tigers southpaw. And with 2 down, that's going to bring up the DH, Sebastian Martinez. One last look at this swing. Had Doyle absolutely fooled on that low breaking ball as he tried to pull it to left field. Instead, he's heading back to the dugout as out number 2 here in the top of the 3rd. The 1-0, that one is foul tipped. The 1-1, that one is swung on and missed for strike 2, so now Teddy Webb has a chance to strike out the side. Will we see him do it here? The 1-2. Foul tipped. And again, that umpire hitting the right leg. You get another look at it here. There you can see ricochets off of Quinones' foot, almost a rerun of the one we saw earlier, and right into the umpire's right leg. The 1-2 from Webb. Hit out to second base, and Arrington throws it over to first in time, so Webb does not strike out the side, but he does set down the Bisons in order, 1, 2, 3. We're heading to the bottom of the third. Your score, Ouachita 4, Harding 2. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Wrapping up a 3-game set here this weekend between the Bisons and the Tigers, but right now another big game going on in Russellville as SAU is taking on Arkansas Tech. Mule Riders currently leading 5-3. If they can hold on in that one, that'll move Arkansas Tech down to 16-7 in Great American Conference play, and that is a second-place tie with Ouachita. That, of course, pending a victory here today. A chance for Ouachita right now to try and perhaps even move into second place undisputed if SAU can go for the sweep. Jackson Cheney, here's the 1-0 to him. He pops this one up and out of play over to the left side. Already homered once today, his team leading 8th home run of the year. He's also now tied for the 5th most home runs by a single player in program history. Sharing that number 5 spot with G. Allen and Rudy Jovanovski. All 3 of those men having been part of a Tiger team that's made the NCAA tournament. Meanwhile, Cheney gets around on this one, and that was almost career home run number 21. Instead, it's a long foul ball, and it's 2-2 now to the Tigers' first baseman. Looking to straighten it out here with the wind blowing out. The 2-2 locks him up for strike 3. So with one down, Judd Arrington will step up to the plate for the Tigers. Get one more look at it here. Pretty good location there from the starter, but it looked like it was off the plate. This one laced out to left field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. So Judd Arrington on board once again in this series. And one senior from the North Texas area is going to make way for another at the plate. That brings up Colton Schrader. That one taken for a ball. Oh, actually, they're going to call it a strike. It looked like it was a timing issue on that one, as the umpire said he didn't pull it back in time. So instead, it's 0-1. This one sent out to the left side and foul, though Schrader got around on it pretty well. That one misses outside for a ball. That one also in the dirt. So now it's 2-2 to Schrader, who, like Arrington, is known for grinding out at-bats at the plate. The 2-2. That one popped over into foul territory. But a great sliding effort by McNeil. He makes the play for out number 2. Caught it in his back pocket a bit, and not to mention that he was fighting off the sun and racing into foul territory. Just a great play there from Harding's second baseman, and with 2 down, that's going to bring up Logan Bell. That one swung on in, missed for a strike. Bell again put the Tigers on top in game 1 of today's doubleheader. Got a chance to keep the line moving right here as the 0-1. Another good looping breaking ball. The 1-2. That one is swung on in, missed for strike 3. It's another punch out for Maddox Long. But as we go to the break, we're going to take a look back at this great catch from Drew McNeil. An unbelievable play, fighting off the sun and rushing into foul territory. For the first time this game, the Tigers will hang up a 0 on the scoreboard. We're heading to the top of the 4th. Your score, Ouachita 4, Harding 2. We'll be back with more Great American Conference baseball after this timeout.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Ouachita trying to hang on here in Game 3 of this 3-game set between the Bisons and the Tigers. And today, as we mentioned, there's a chance that Ouachita can move up into sole ownership of second place if the cards fall right. The 1-0, swung on in, missed for a strike. The 1-1 from Webb is in the dirt. Now it's 2-1 to Lacey, the cleanup batter for Harding. That one fouled back and out of play over on the right side. Arrington retreating back to his spot. Maybe some movement going on around center field. This one foul tipped off the leg of Lacey, and I think it also got Quinones. We'll take another look here. You can see Lacey, looks like he gets his own leg and then it Looked like he might have actually gotten Quinones on the backswing, as the ball didn't hit him, but it looked like the bat did. The 2-2. Not a bad location that time, but instead it's 3-2 now. Waiting on deck for the Bisons is Colin Helms. The payoff pitch. Sent out to left field. Allen ranging over, makes a great play and takes a tumble at the end. But regardless, it's an out number 1 here for Teddy Webb. And Colin Helms, who has spent most of the series at DH, currently at the catcher position, he steps up to the plate. That one misses outside for a ball. For the Bisons, in today's doubleheader, they've gotten all 5 of their runs in the first 2 innings of the respective contests. Obviously, this one's still in development. But across the 8 innings of play they've played, after inning number 2 in the contest today, they have been held scoreless. The 1-1, hit out to the right side, diving effort by Cheney, but it's not going to be enough as this one is through for a 1-out single. So the Bison's catcher is on, and stepping up to the plate, it's going to be Sawyer Price. First pitch here, hit over to the left side, diving stop by Schrader, throw over is there in time. An unbelievable play at the hot corner by the senior out of Red Oak, Texas. We'll take another look here. A certain base hit over to the left side, but Schrader sticks with it, makes an incredible diving effort before throwing it across the diamond and just beating the runner. This one is fouled off to the right side. Just to give you an idea of how fast Price is, he's tried 3 stolen bases this year and gotten all 3 attempts. And right now his teammate, Drew McNeil, who occupies second for Harding, is down in the count 0-2. Looking to send him packing, the 0-2 pitch. Hit off to the left side and down for a base hit. Going to send around the runner. Here's the throw in to second base. It's going to be a 2-out single and an RBI single at that for Drew McNeil. And now things back to a 1-run ball game. It's 4-3 Ouachita. Take another look here at the swing by McNeil. Just doing a great job of getting extended and sending it the other way. Now, head coach Luke Howard's going to have his first mound visit of the afternoon with his starter. It has not been an easy weekend if you're a pitcher for either of these two teams. Still going here in Game 3, but thus far 34 runs have already crossed the plate between the two squads. Not much activity in either bullpen right now, as both of these teams have expended plenty of their arms over the course of the weekend. This pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Cooper Newsom at the plate for Harding. Now the throw down to second. And a beautiful throw, but the runner is there in time. It was a great reaction by Quinones, but give some credit to the speed of McNeil out there, who is now standing on second base safely. The 1-1. That one's there for a strike. And now Webb one strike away from getting out of the jam. Wind blowing out to right field. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. It's the 5th punch out of the ball game for Teddy Webb. Taking one last look at this strikeout that strands the tying run at second base. Ouachita going to have a chance to get the run back when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Our town, a place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch, a place to sit back and watch the world go by. A place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Bottom of the 4th about to get underway here at Rab Rodgers Field. 4-3 your score, and stepping up to the plate is a man who already has 2 home runs this weekend. That's Dustin Bermudez. He takes this one for a ball. The 1-0. Hit right back up the middle and make it a 3-hit performance for the Tigers shortstop. Another look. Bermudez putting a pretty swing on that baseball and sending it right back where it came from. Up the middle, and now G. Allen going to have a chance to do some damage with the runner on first. Here's the first pitch to Allen. That one misses outside for a ball. Again, Allen and his teammate Jackson Chaney currently 1 home run out of 4th place on the all-time home run list. Right behind Will Gowdy. The 1-0. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. And it's 1-1 now to Allen. He sent one over the center field fence back in game number 1. As the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Again, trying to drive that baseball a long ways, but now Roguski has the upper hand. 1-2 against the talented left fielder for Ouachita. The 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. And now it's 2-2 to Allen. You could tell from his reflexes there, though, that he was ready to go down and get that breaking ball if it just managed to get enough of the zone. The 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Roguski able to fool Allen with the breaking ball, and he goes down on strikes for the 2nd time this game. So with one down, that's going to bring up the bat of Mikey Quinones. First pitch here. Chop foul off to the right side. 4 Tigers have combined for 5 total home runs. 2 of them belong to Bermudez, but joining him, G. Allen and Jackson Chaney, as well as Mikey Quinones, who's already at the plate. He finds himself down in the count 0-2. Now, we do have confirmation that SAU has defeated Arkansas Tech 5-3 in Russellville. That means that there's now a tie for second place between Ouachita and Arkansas Tech. SAU currently leading the series 2-0. The 1-2 runner in motion. That one's foul tipped, and it ricocheted back up towards Quinones' helmet. He hasn't had much luck with foul balls here today. He's gotten hit by a couple behind the plate. And now we take another look at this swing. This one comes back up and gets him as well. Ended up hitting his side. Still probably doesn't feel great to the Tiger catcher. The 1-2 pitch upcoming. That one misses outside. 2-2 now to the young man from the Valley of the Sun. Bermudez taking his lead at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one squares it up very well down the line, and it will stay fair. Touch 'em all, Tiger. That's a home run. Arizona bringing the power this weekend at Rab Rodgers Field as Mikey Quinones joins Dustin Bermudez as the 2 players with 2 home runs this weekend for the Tigers. This time, Quinones going to play 2 for Ouachita, and it's 6-3. Take another look at this swing. Quinones taking a second to admire it, although I'm pretty sure he wanted to make sure that one stayed fair as well, and you can see the moment of realization that he was heading around for a round tripper. Meanwhile, this one popped into left field, and the play is made out there, but a little bit of a scary moment there for Sawyer Price. It looked like he almost dropped it. That one misses for ball 1. That one is going to catch the zone. It'll be called a drop strike. For Core, trying to keep this 4th inning alive for the Tigers. Already 2 runs across. And he sends this one out towards the gap. But it's going to hang up long enough for Doyle to make the play. Just has to make a few steps over to the right. And that'll retire the side. But a big fly for Mikey Quinones. His 2nd of the weekend. And his 7th of the year. We'll give you one last look at that swing heading into the break. 6-3 your score. Through 4 innings, we'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. Basically, he had to relearn everything. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
We welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Ouachita getting a couple of insurance runs in the bottom of the fourth inning, courtesy of a 2-run home run down the line off the bat of Mikey Quinones. And now this one sent out to the right side, but playable for Jackson Cheney, ranging over to make the play for out number 1. So with 1 down, that's going to bring up the first baseman, Seth Johnson. It's been a tough series for him at the plate, 6 strikeouts. This one hit off to the right side. Good backhand by Cheney. Also a stellar job there by Webb, covering the bag for out number 2. And with 2 down, that's going to bring up the right fielder, Colton Doyle. Get another look here at this play. Strong backhand and then making the routine flip, but good hustle by Webb to get there in time. Meanwhile, Doyle down in the count 0-1 here. Doyle got the day off yesterday, but he has appeared in both games today between these two squads. He sends that one to the left side, and that is through for a base hit. So Doyle is on with 2 away in the inning. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter in this one, Sebastian Martinez. Doyle, after being held hitless, now has a multi-hit performance here this afternoon. That one misses in a throwback. Strong pick by Jackson Cheney, as that would have allowed Doyle to move up at least a base. Take another look here. Almost a dangerous throw there from Quinones. Instead, it's 1-0 here with a runner on first, and that one is swung on in, missed for a strike. Doyle also one of the top base stealers in this lineup. 8 successes in 10 attempts. The 2-1. That one is going to catch the outside corner for a strike. So now Webb, 1 strike away. The 2-2 runs high for ball 3. Ouachita looking to make it a double-digit win streak against the Bisons here today. They've won the 9 previous meetings between these two squads. Here's the payoff pitch. That one is chopped up the line, and it's going to go foul. With a full count and 2 away in the inning, Doyle was in motion, and that will again be the case here. The payoff pitch. That one misses for ball 4, and Doyle takes a tiny turn at second, but Quinones did a good job of corralling it. Now there are 2 on and 2 out for Logan Lacey, as Quinones going to have a quick mound visit with Quinones. Webb and Quinones actually suite mates at Tollett Hall here at Ouachita, both playing in their first year with the team and both making their presence felt this season. This one sent high in the air to left field. Allen ranging in, and he'll make the routine play for out number 3. So the Bisons have 2 aboard, but strand both. And now Harding down to its last 6 outs of the series. Ouachita will have a chance to add on when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living. During my road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more.
What if wealth building wasn't just for the wealthy? And what if a bank set out to build a more financially inclusive world by helping 10,000 people achieve home ownership, supporting the creation and retention of 100,000 jobs, and empowering 1 million savers? Well, that would be a different kind of bank. That would be Southern Bancorp. Join the change at banksouthern.com/whatif. Southern Bancorp.
We welcome you back now to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. And Jackson Chaney stepping up to the plate here for Ouachita. He has one of the Tigers' home runs for this weekend, as this one is popped up over to the right side of the infield. That one's going to make the play for out number 1. In total, 6 home runs for the Tigers on the series. 4 of them belonging to the tandem of Mikey Quinones and Dustin Bermudez, 2 apiece for those young men. And then G. Allen and Jackson Chaney had the 2 home runs in the game earlier today. For both of them, that was career home run number 20. And that puts them at number 5 on the all-time program list. Harrington now down in the count 0-2 here against Roguski. The next pitch in the dirt in the opposing batter's box for a ball. Looks like there is a righty getting loose out there for Harding. So they'll likely turn to him if need be. But meanwhile, this one's sent back up the middle for a base hit. Judd Arrington successfully defending the plate with 2 strikes, and he's going to get a base hit out of it. That'll bring up Colton Schrader. Here's the first pitch to Schrader. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Keeping an eye on the runner, the 0-1. is chop foul over to the left side. And now Schrader will be forced to battle up with 2 strikes. Roguski looking for out number 2 here. The next pitch. Threw off his timing, but it is fouled away. Schrader will see at least one more here. Logan Bell waiting on deck for Ouachita. The 0-2. That one misses low for a ball. So now it is 1-2 to Schrader. The next pitch. Strong block that time by Helms behind the plate. Arrington again taking his lead at first. The 2-2 to Schrader. That one skips to home plate. Meanwhile, Arrington is hung out to dry as it was an excellent block at the plate by Helms. And he gunned him down for out number 2. Count is now full to Schrader, but the difference being, if he strikes out here or is retired, the side will be the same. This one fouled off into the backstop. The payoff once more. That one sent to left field, but unfortunately right to the left fielder Sawyer Price. And that'll conclude matters here in the bottom of the 5th. So no runs on 1 hit and no errors. We're heading to the 6th inning of play. Your score 6-3 in the favor of Ouachita. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this.
This is Flo. When Flo isn't waiting tables at the Sunrise Grill, she's waiting on sunsets in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's time for a road trip. Plan your next vacation at hotsprings.org. This is Stella. Stella likes retro style and old school country. Stella also likes holding alligators. It's time for a road trip. Hot Springs, Arkansas.
I'm Nicole Auerbach from The Athletic.
Hey, this is Alex Pruitt with Sports Illustrated Magazine.
This is Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Ouachita looking to lock up the series sweep against Harding on this Easter weekend. If the result stands as it is right now, it'll be 10 straight victories for the Tigers over the Bisons. But again, Harding still with opportunities to try and come back in this one, starting off right here with Helms at the plate. That one's taken outside for a ball. Looks like Jonathan Weiss just jogged out to the bullpen, maybe getting loose a little bit. As this one is popped up, we'll see if it's playable behind home plate. Quinones racing back. And that one landed, looked like in the wedge between the backstop and the railing. The 1-1, that one found into the backstop as well. Webb looking for the punch out here. The 1-2 is in the dirt for ball 2. The next pitch. Chop foul off to the right side. That one sent out a play off to the left side as well. And again, this battle going to continue. The 2-2 to Helms. That one will lock him up on the inside corner for strike 3. It's another punch out here for Teddy Webb. And you'll take another look at it here. Checks his swing, but I think that would have been strike 3 called anyways. That's strikeout number 6 of the ball game for Webb. And it brings up Sawyer Price. Price has had a nice series going for him, batting an even .500 with 3 hits in 6 at-bats. He's also walked once. And the 1-0 here, taken on the outside corner for a strike. Getting set, here's the 1-1. That one is foul tipped. The 1-2. They'll say it was a held on to foul tip third strike. So that's another strikeout for Teddy Webb. Lucky number 7 of the contest. We'll get one last look at it here. Great job by Quinones holding on to that one for the third strike. And now Teddy Webb, 1 out away from making it 6 innings of work. This one fouled out of play. With this out, it will also be a quality start for Webb, regardless of whether it was 7 innings or 9 innings. This one outside for a ball. As McNeil trying to keep the inning alive for his squad. The 1-1 sent back up the middle. It's a little flare, and it's going to get down for a base hit. So McNeil continuing to find his way on in this contest. And now Cooper Newsom will have a chance at the plate. In 2 trips to the dish in this one, he is 0 for 2. Both of those strikeouts. He takes this one down for ball 1. Another one outside. Now it's 2-0 to the shortstop for the Bisons. The 2-0 pitch, that one sent to the left side, and that one's through for a base hit. So now all of a sudden the Tigers have something cooking, or excuse me, the Bisons have something cooking here. In the top of the 6th inning, Tigers in a bit of trouble, and Coach Howard's going to go out and have a word with his starter. Weiss does look like he's ready to go out there. But we'll see if Coach Howard decides to make the move right now with the top of the order due up. he's going to leave his man out there. Coach Howard with the utmost confidence. And his left-hander out there on the mound, Teddy Webb, wants to finish this inning. He's got a tough test at the plate, though, as Cody Smith is due up representing the tying run in this ball game. Harding down to its final 4 outs in this 7-inning affair, as the first pitch here misses for ball 1. Check on the runner at second. He's back in time. Haven't seen too many pickoff attempts today. But that time, Webb thought the lead was dangerous enough to try and gun him down. The 1-0. That one is swung on and missed for a strike. The 1-1. That one sent into the air out in right field. And Core brings it in for out number 3. You can officially grade this start quality for Teddy Webb as he strands 2 runners on and makes it 6 innings of quality work. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Your score 6-3. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
Bottom of the 6th inning about to get underway. Your score, Ouachita 6, Harding 3. And we just got an update. Henderson State rallying from down 3-0 against the Boll Weevils of UAM to win 4-3 at home at Clydeberry Field. That'll force a rubber match between the two squads. And what is shaping up to be an interesting series over there with some GAC standing implications. There is a new pitcher out there on the mound for the Bisons. That'll be the senior right-hander Andrew Bradshaw, as he'll look to try and wrap this up for the Bisons out there on the mound. Keep the score right where it is. Heading into the 7th, where his team will hope to rally and at the very least force a bottom of the 7th. But right now, the Tigers with a chance to add on to their lead, starting with Logan Bell. Here's the first pitch. He sends that one out to left field, but it isn't a tough spot for Price. He does range over to make the play in the sun. And with one down, that's going to bring up Dustin Bermudez. Bermudez, it's been a game to remember. 3 for 3. Including a home run. That was his second of the series, one of 2 players in this lineup with multiple home runs this weekend, the other being Mikey Quinones. He chops this one off to the left side. Great scoop by Lacey, and again, the third baseman for Harding making a Gold Glove play over there at the hot corner. Take another look at it here. Great sliding stop ranging over almost to the shortstop position. As Newsom was backing him up, he got the throw over in time. And And if you're the Tigers, all you can do there is tip your cap. An excellent play from the Bison's third baseman. Meanwhile, G. Allen stepping up to the plate, and Coach Howard wanted to have a word with his batter. That wind is blowing out to right field right now, and that's where G. Allen likes it. Likes to try and pull that ball. He's already sent one over the fence today in Game 1. He would love to repeat that feat right here as it would move him up to number 4 on the program's all-time home run list, tying him with Will Gowdy for 21 home runs. So now we are ready to resume action here. First pitch of the at-bat is down for ball 1. This could be the Tigers' last trip to the plate this weekend. Harding hoping that is not the case. As the 1-0 right there for a strike. A good fastball on the inside corner. The 1-1 to Allen. Takes this one the opposite way as it hits the concrete out there. Bradshaw looking for the 1-2-3 inning. Won't get it here as that one just misses the inside corner for ball 2. The 2-2 to Allen. Ripped down the line, but foul. Able to pull the ball that time, but pulled it a bit too much. He will get an opportunity to see one more here. The 2-2 from Bradshaw misses high for ball 3. So something will have to give here with a full count and 2 away in the inning. Who will come out on top? We'll see. Payoff. Misses high for ball 4. And G. Allen will work a walk yet again here. His 22nd of the year, and that's going to bring up Mikey Quinones. Quinones, his last time at the plate, he did some damage by sending one over the right field wall. A 2-run shot that was his second of the weekend. He sends this one to second base. McNeil over to Johnson at first in time, and that is how the 6th inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, and no errors with one man stranded for Ouachita. Have your brooms at the ready, Tigers looking for the sweep when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer. Caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. The book is officially closed on Teddy Webb, as he will have a quality start. 3 runs allowed in 6 innings of work. But now Ouachita going to turn the ball back over to Dustin Bermudez, looking to record his 2nd save of the weekend after recording a 9-out save in Game 1 yesterday.
Also, fans, while they last here in the last inning, hot dogs are on sale for $1 each at the concession stand.
And you get this will be save number 7 of the year for Dustin Bermudez, which would also put him in contention for the top 5 list in single season saves for the Tigers. Taking a look at the list, that would put him just one out of that spot, as Zach Treese and Jeremy Haworth both have 8. Hayworth in 2012 and 2007 respectively. Jeremy Hayworth, if that name sounds familiar, that is because he was the head coach here at Ouachita and now coaches Mississippi College baseball. But Bermudez could find himself in the same conversation as those names very soon. Looks like Kieran Terrio has taken over at second base, and Judd Arrington has made his typical move over to shortstop as Bermudez takes over on the mound. It won't be an easy inning by any means for Bermudez, as he has to face off against the 2, 3, and 4-hole hitters for Harding. And as was established yesterday, anyone at any point in this lineup can hit the ball and hit it well for the Bisons. Yesterday, the 7, 8, and 9-hole hitters were the 3 runs in the 3-run inning that really got the Bisons jump-started in this series. They ended up scoring 8 runs in total in that one. Since then, they've scored 6 combined runs in today's doubleheader for Ouachita. They've had a lucky 13 runs combined on the day. Looks like Dr. McGahey wanting some last-minute confirmation here from the umpire. On the lineups. And right now, Bermuda is going to have to be wary because the wind is blowing out a little bit towards right field and center field, and that works to the benefit of the left-handed Seth Johnson, who will lead us off here in the top of the 7th. Bermudez gets set. Here's the first pitch. That one misses the outside corner for ball 1. The next pitch, that one misses as well for ball 2, though those fastballs, not bad location from Bermudez. The 2-0 sent into the backstop, and now it's 2-1 to the Bison's first baseman. After this series, Ouachita will be back right here at home to face off against Oklahoma Baptist next weekend. And you can catch those games right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, including special coverage of Jackie Robinson Day. Bermudez has battled his way back 2-2 the count. Looking for strike number 3. He can't get it here. That one runs a bit too far outside. And now the count runs full. The payoff pitch. That one sent out to right field, and all Core can do is look up and kiss that one goodbye. That one is on to the tennis courts out there where Ouachita is currently having a match with Southeastern Oklahoma State. And Seth Johnson, with his 8th round tripper of the year, the Bisons are within 2. It's 6-4. That one is in the zone for a strike. The next pitch from Bermudez, right there for a strike as well. Trying to set down Colton Doyle on just 3 pitches. Here's the 0-2 now. That one is swung on in, missed for strike 3. And the native of Chandler, Arizona, has set down one of the top bats in the Great American Conference. Another look at this breaking ball. Absolutely filthy, still in the zone right at his knees. That's a big out number 1 for Ouachita here in the top of the 7th. Sebastian Martinez steps up to the plate. He swings and misses through this one for a strike. The 1-1. That one bounces to home plate. And now it is 2-1 to the Bison's DH, who's also spent some time at the catching position this weekend. The 2-1. That one chopped over to first base. Tossed over to Bermudez is there in time. And now there are 2 gone. Another look. Just a great job there by Chaney making the play. Meanwhile, little flare sent out into right field. Core ranging in. Can't make the diving catch. Terrio's there to back him up. There's the throw into second. But the runner is there safely. Would have been a highlight way to end the game, but now we're going to have a mound visit between Coach Howard and Dustin Bermudez. And he's going to bring everybody in here. As all of a sudden, Ouachita is going to face the tying run at the plate. That's Colin Helms. Bermudez trying to hang on for his second save of the weekend and to help Ouachita hold on for the series sweep. It would also make it 10 straight victories for the Tigers over the Bisons. Looks like Bermudez is ready to go as Coach Howard retreats back to the dugout.
Now back to catcher Colin Helms.
It's Logan Lacey. He's the third baseman. He's the one who hit it. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat from Bermudez. That one hit over to the right side and foul. First base coach for Harding trying to barehand it. Logan Lacey stands on second base. And Helms is at the plate representing the tying run. 2 away on this Saturday afternoon. The 0-1 pitch. That one's fouled into the backstop. And now the Bisons are down to their final strike of the weekend. Dustin Bermudez looking to record his second save of the weekend and to ensure the sweep for the Ouachita Tigers. He sets. Here's the 0-2. That one is fouled off to the right side. So the Bison's catcher will see at least one more here, but again, the Tigers 1 strike away from locking up the third and final game. The 0-2. That one sent out to center field. He's ranging back, and he makes the play for out number 3. break out the brooms and hold up all 10 fingers. Ouachita, for the 10th consecutive meeting, has defeated Harding. Good night, Arkadelphia. Tigers win. An unbelievable effort today from Ouachita as the Tigers sweep the season series against Harding for the second consecutive year, in no small part due to the man that is meeting with Coach Brown at home plate right now. That's Dustin Bermudez, 2 home runs and 2 saves. You don't hear that stat line very often in a weekend. But for Dustin Bermudez, it's just another day at the office. With the win, Ouachita advancing to 26-10 on the year, 17-7 in GAC play, and at least for the moment, they have sole possession of second place in the Great American Conference, although Arkansas Tech is waiting just half a game back. Meanwhile, Harding going to drop again to 23-13, 12-12 in Great American Conference play. Ouachita with some stellar pitching on the mound as well as some great play at the plate. 6 home runs on the weekend, including 2 for Bermudez, 2 for Quinones, as well as 1 for G. Allen and 1 for Jackson Cheney. But if you feel too bad about them not having the 2, don't worry, because those were 2 big ones as well that also put them in the top 5 list for the most home runs by a single player in school history. Both of them tied up with Rudy Jovanovski heading into next weekend, and they'll look to build on those numbers as the season continues. But Ouachita got to be happy with the result, winning an offensive explosion yesterday, 9-8, and then earlier today, Luke House goes the distance with a complete game quality start. 7-3 the final score in that one, and that included the 2 milestone home runs from Cheney and Allen. And then here today, Teddy Webb going 6 innings, allowing just 3 runs. And Ouachita gets another couple of home runs, including 1 from Bermudez himself and Michael Quinones, both locking up their second home runs of the series before, just moments later, Justin Bermudez locks up his second save of the weekend. A big in-state rivalry win to close out the weekend, and what a weekend it was. Lots of positives to talk about as the Tigers go into the remainder of their Great American Conference schedule. 6 out of 8 series wins. And next weekend they'll have a chance to face off against Oklahoma Baptist right here at Rab Rodgers Field. The following weekend they'll be in Bethany, Oklahoma to face off against Southern Nazarene before returning here for the regular season finale. That's against the Henderson State Reddies in Battle of the Ravine. Going to get a final look at the stats here for the 2 squads. A couple of the standouts at the plate today. For the Bisons, Seth Johnson went 1 for 4 in the game, but it was a meaningful home run in the top of the 7th inning that put the Bisons in a position to even tie the game with 2 away in the inning. Colton Doyle with a multi-hit performance going 2 for 4. And then Colin Helms also going 2 for 4 and coming around to score twice. Drew McNeil had a great day at the plate where he went a perfect 2 for 2 and drove in 2. Going down the line, Dustin Bermudez, 3 for 4 on the day with 1 home run. That's an RBI as well. And he also locked down the save, his 7th of the year. G. Allen held hitless in this one, but he did walk a couple of times to give him a lead of 22, or a team leading, I should say, 22 walks on the year. Mikey Quinones, another phenomenal performance. Really, the state of Arizona bringing the power today, and Arkadelphia all together. A 3 for 4 day for him. He drives in 3, including 2 on the home run. Isaac now also contributing 1 for 3, and he got the Tigers on the board first in this contest for the 3rd straight time. Isaac now drove in the first run of the game for Ouachita. An impressive feat indeed this weekend. Wyatt Core 0 for 2 on the day, but he did drive in a run. Jackson Chaney also held hitless in this one, but he walked. And then Judd Arrington, a strong 2 for 3 performance to close out the weekend. And C.W. Schrader rounds out the lineup with a walk. Looking at the winner in this one, it's going to go to Teddy Webb. He's now 5-1 on the year. Will Roguski, despite a valiant effort, is going to be tacked with the loss. That'll be his third of the year to make him 3-3 on the season. And Dustin Bermudez, once again coming up with the save to give him a lucky 7 on the year. Well, that is going to do it for this weekend of Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. We want to, again, thank you for tuning in to this student-led broadcast as a part of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network out of the Rogers Department of Communications at Ouachita Baptist University. For everyone at Harding University as well as Ouachita Baptist University who is celebrating Easter this weekend, have a blessed Easter, and we'll see you again soon. Until then, this is Chase Hartzell signing off. Have a great afternoon